Alright, what up y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today is December 26th and we got ourselves a very strong market. So first off, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. But yeah, things are so strong that we haven't had an hourly sell signal on the Big 3 indicator since October 30th. All the way back here at 4150. So that means the SPX has gone about 600 points, just about 2 months straight, without the bears even getting the hourly chart at a point where things can pull back. So very, very strong, very impressive. And then, believe it or not, the monthly chart would actually suggest the party's just getting started. Now, as a preface, I don't think things will go up on a straight line. So be prepared for a pullback, be prepared for a little bit of back and forth chop. But for those of y'all with the Big 3 indicator, this is our biggest buy signal in just about 2 years. We've got the monthly time frame. We've got the monthly squeeze, which just fired to the upside, and we got ourselves a fresh monthly buy signal. So if you know me, you know that's my favorite combo for a swing trade. The squeeze gives you compression. We are building up energy, and that buildup of energy started back in August of 22. So we're going on about, a year and a half? Just shy of a year and a half. Squeeze gives you compression. It is building up energy for that next big move. The buy signal tells me everything points towards that move being to the upside. The trend is bullish, the structure is bullish, and now for the first time in about a year and a half, momentum is bullish. So this is a really, really big pattern here for those of you with the indicator. Notice how momentum breaks lower. You get the break here under the zero line, but they never break structure. The 50 keeps trending higher, the 200 keeps trending higher, the 21 never crosses under the 50. They never break the structure. So that break in momentum, what that really signals is a break in the action. Not so much potential trend reversal. Now if momentum breaks and then the structure breaks, then you can get a true reversal. But I'm starting to realize that actually creates some of the bigger slingshot squeezes. They pull momentum lower, they pull the price lower, but they never break the structure. So from there, as momentum begins to rise, you're getting up off the floor, heading back up towards zero. As soon as you get that positive cross, a lot of times that thing's kind of gonzo, and you're getting continuation of that trend. So that is what I'm seeing here on the monthly chart. And yeah, I got to treat that like any other time frame. A 5-minute, an hourly, a 2-hour, a 4-hour, a weekly. Anytime a squeeze fires long, and we're printing that Big 3 buy signal, I'm looking for a push towards the upside target, which for the monthly chart here is just shy of $5,100. And again, I don't think it's going to happen in a straight line. I would love a pullback. Try to buy those calls a little bit cheaper. But yeah, that is the, on my end, the biggest buy signal in about 2 years. Especially being a squeeze-first kind of trader. And I'll show you the last few times we had a few of these. They tend to pack a punch. So we had one back here in, what was that, 2011, 2012? Yeah, one back here in 2012. Led to a pretty nice push. You had one back here in 2017. That led to a nice push. You had one in 2019. That worked out pretty well. COVID, a bit of an anomaly, but a monthly squeeze nonetheless. And now here we are again. So most importantly, don't fight that. All right, don't buy into this kind of thinking that the market has to pull back. Things are too extended. The market can't go any higher. Pretend you're at the local mall. Right, you're at the local mall. You're in the food court. You are looking at the map, and the map says you are here. That's where we are right now. In the context of a monthly squeeze that just fired to the upside. The daily chart might be extended. The weekly chart might be extended, but guess what? They were extended back here. when that monthly squeeze fired. Lower time frames were extended back here. When that monthly squeeze fired, it's going to be pretty much the same thing over and over again. Lower time frames are overbought. Bigger time frames release the energy. And the party can keep on going. So there you have it. If we can take out the top here around, 48.20-ish, I think. Where's the highs? Yeah, if we can take out that high around 48.20, I think we got ourselves a path here towards 5100. And then last thing I'll show you before showing you a couple of picks, couple of squeeze picks. On the squeeze radar here, the IWM, the Dow, and the RSP also have monthly squeezes. And look at the big three scores. The monthly charts are perfect. Right, the weekly charts all got 9s, 9 out of 10. The daily charts get 9 out of 10s. Not a bad score in sight. I'll show you the radar here for the sectors. So the weakest sector is utilities with a -3. But you have XLK, they get 9 out of 10. XLV gets 9 out of 10. The transports are nice. Real estate. It's a good-looking market, my friends. A good-looking market. So there you have it. A monthly squeeze that's firing to the upside with a big 3 buy signal. If that's a 30-minute squeeze, until that signal disappears, I'm thinking that fires to the upside for a push towards the upside target. It's a monthly chart. It might move a little bit slower, but the ebbs and the flows should be very much the same thing. So as long as that signal prints, looking for 5,000 to 5,100. All right, I got 3 picks for you. Tesla, Google, and Microsoft. And in the Mastery, we are currently long Tesla and Google. So we'll start with Tesla here. Now, keep this in your back pocket. A little bit more down the road. But Tesla does have a big monthly squeeze. And there's that same pattern, right? They break momentum. They pull down momentum. They pull down the price. They never break structure. The 50 keeps trending higher. The 21 EMA never crosses under the 50. From there, what can happen? Momentum gets up off the floor, heads back to the 0 line, crosses through the 0 line. That's what creates a slingshot squeeze. They put everything in a good position for that squeeze to break short. The bears essentially drop the ball, and wha-pow, back up you go. So keep that in your back pocket. But a little bit more for the here and the now. Beautiful weekly squeeze. Beautiful stuff here. The big 3 score is a perfect 10 out of 10. It's an A+ setup, and we're looking for a push here towards 300 to 305. So we got some March expiration 300, 310 debit spreads, and you've actually got a nice nested squeeze here. You've got that monthly squeeze, you got the weekly squeeze, and we got ourselves a beautiful daily squeeze as well. So I do think Tesla could have a little bit of the that domino effect, where if the daily squeeze can fire, that could go on to trigger the weekly, and then if the weekly can trigger and push towards that 300, 305, that could wake up that monthly squeeze. But I think in the short term, between now and February, now and March, looking for a push towards 280 to 300 plus, I think makes a lot of sense. Moving on here to Google, and this one's pretty straightforward as well. We have some February expiration out the money debit spreads. You can see here the daily squeeze just fired. We got a little bit of liftoff, and then we got a gorgeous George weekly squeeze setting up in a very, very nice fashion. 150, 155-ish should be not too much to ask for. If the squeeze can work as advertised, we should be heading towards that 150, 155. Very nice stuff here. Perfect big 3 score. A+ setup. Everything a guy could ask for. So we're long Tesla, we are long Google, and then the next pick here is going to be Microsoft. And I think Microsoft's another good example of that slingshot kind of pattern. So on the daily chart, you had a daily squeeze back here, fires to the upside, you get a nice leg higher, you get that first pullback, and then you get that break in momentum. That break in momentum, it's going to lead to one of two things. It's either a break in the action, it's either a sign that Microsoft just needs to take a chill pill and catch its breath, or potentially it signals the beginning of a true reversal. First comes momentum, then comes structure. So they break momentum, structure never budges. 200 keeps on trending higher, the 50 keeps trending higher, 21 never crosses under the 50. Everything holds up very, very nicely. Very good structure. From here, if momentum can bottom, begin to turn higher, and then cross back above that zero line, that daily squeeze should fire to the upside, and you should get continuation of that trend. Now, Microsoft actually just did this on the weekly chart. Really good example here. Nice push. You get the first pullback. Momentum finally breaks. Structure never, they never put a dent in structure. 200 going higher, 50 going higher, 21 above the 50. Then what happens? Momentum goes back up, crosses back above zero, and that squeeze slingshots right back into those highs. It worked on the weekly, and I'm thinking it might work here on that daily chart. So what I'm looking for a trigger for the entry, fresh buy signal on the 4-hour chart. If they can take that 4-hour squeeze and turn it bullish, I think that makes for a nice entry. 4-hour squeeze fires long, you're headed back towards 385-ish. Back up there at 385-ish. You should see that daily squeeze fire long, and then you're looking for a push towards 390-ish. So that, my friends, is what I got for you. A big bad monthly squeeze in the SPX firing to the upside. And if we can get through those highs, I think we're looking for 5,000 to 5,100. And again, not in a straight line. So don't be a deer in the headlights if the market does pull back a bit. But I do think into January, February, and potentially throughout March, that monthly squeeze could continue to set the tone for higher prices. And hey, if that is the case, I think Microsoft, I think Tesla, and Google should continue to be 3 nice picks. But alright, y'all, thank you for watching as always. A quick heads up, we are doing the holiday sale. So if you want to grab the big 3 indicators for 30% off, I'll put the link in the description. The coupon code is NEW24. But as always, thank you for watching. It is good to be back, and I'm looking forward to a big year ahead here on the channel. So enjoy your night, Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to y'all soon.